Hi, my name is Shannon Quist, and I'm the author of a book called Rose's Locket, which is about an 18-year-old girl who finds startling documents about her adoption and goes on a journey to figure out who she is. My book explores the intersections of adoption narratives and existentialism and mother-daughter relationships. The book is about Izzy, who is the protagonist. When she turns 18, her parents hand her this big file of documents that she's never seen before. And for her, these documents contain all kinds of answers to questions that she's been asking about her adoption her whole life. There is also a story going on in the background of a whole line of generations that she maybe wished came before her, so that she would be able to point back and say, well, my grandmother was sassy, so that's why I'm sassy, and my grandpa had this nose, do you see it right here? Which is something that, of course, she'll never be able to do. I decided to write this book because I myself was adopted, and I've spent a great deal of my life trying to figure out who I am, what influences on my life come from nature or nurture, and a lot of other really big questions. It wasn't until I was much older that I actually began to dig into the details of my adoption and why my emotions were so high when I talked about it. My book is pretty unique as far as adoption stories go because there isn't a reunion in my story. I think when we hear about adoption stories, we automatically think of reunions. But the fact of the matter is that there are adopted people who don't have the opportunity to meet their birth family or don't want to. Sometimes we look for answers and are disappointed with the answers that we find, or worse, have to grapple with no answers at all. My book looks at that. What do we do when we find answers we don't like, or answers with holes, or no answers at all? My hope for this book is that it reaches both teens and adults who have struggled in the past with their identity, struggled with the meaning of life, struggled with trying to figure out who they're supposed to be, or gone through emotional trauma of their own. You will love this book if you like the nostalgic tone of the 2000s, Texas road trips in the summer, unicorns, mermaids, and other fantastical fairy tales, trippy experiences, teenage angst, babies, family histories, or just like books that teach you something. My name is Shannon Quist, and I'm the author of a book called Rose's Locket.